Entertainment is coming your way, right out of thin air. Peter meets an author-illustrator who turns words into pictures. Chris Wayne razzles and dazzles. And Andie Rose and Mila discover how characters from a childhood classic leap off the page and appear at the hospital.
Hey guys, I'm Makaela and welcome to Juice TV. I'm your host for this episode where things are going to appear out of thin air, like my puppy, Angel. Hey puppy! And how about something glittery? Or a random bride doll? Okay then. See, it's not even that hard. Something else that can appear out of thin air are great ideas, like a microphone that changes what language you're speaking, or shoes that massage your feet, or a surfboard that can teach anyone to surf, including a wombat. Someone who knows what I'm talking about is Peter.
Hi, my name's Peter. Right now, I'm going to tell you a bit about me. And to go along with my story, there's going to be some awesome pictures. But no matter how good a story is, pictures make it better. It's like Vegemite and toast, and cheese on pizza, and the toppings of ice cream. Here we go. This is All Things Peter. My favourite animal is the Arctic wolf. I love to play Mario Kart, and my favourite character is Bowser Jr. And my favourite food is sushi. Pretty sweet drawings, hey? And it helps when you're sitting next to an author and illustrator. This is Lachlan Cray. He has written and illustrated stories about Australian animals, dinosaurs, and fairy tales. So Lachlan, tell me about your books.
Well, it's funny you ask. I've actually got a book that's coming out right now called Over Is Out. It's a dinosaur book. Actually, most of my books are dinosaur books. I also have animal books. I did a series called Little Mates. That was an alphabetical series, so that's one for every letter of the alphabet. What else have I done? A series about a wombat. Wombat went a-walking, wombat goes racing, wombat goes surfing.
What comes first, the stories or the drawings?
If I'm doing work for a publisher, normally they'll have the story already, and so they'll give it to me and I'll have to go and think of what drawings I'll do for that. But if it's for myself, normally I'll get an idea, maybe I've gone for a swim or I'm driving in the car. But then when I get home, I'll probably more than likely do little drawings of characters and things.
This is one of your latest books. What happened to the big bad wolf?
The big bad wolf is actually Little Bad Wolf's uncle. Little Bad Wolf tries and tries to be bad, but he doesn't quite make it. Mrs. Pig is unfortunately more than a match for Little Bad Wolf, but it's actually quite funny all the way through.
Lachlan, how do you do your drawings?
I generally do the final stuff on computer using a thing called a Cintiq, which is basically, it's almost like a really big screen with a pen that you can write on, but it's a really sort of fine resolution. But I actually get most enjoyment just from drawing on paper, and actually physical drawing on paper on whatever is actually sort of the best for you kind of thing, like as far as improving.
Cool, then we can learn a lot from you then.
Maybe we could just draw. So I can do just a big one as a head start. I'll have like a 10, 15 minute head start, and then you guys dive in and draw your dinosaur.
My name's Leon, and I'm pulling the leg. So so blue needs to go all around here. Hi, I'm Zion. This is what I've been doing. My dinosaur name is Arlo. Hi, my name is Miranda. I've been drawing a T-Rex. Hi, my name is Alicia. I've been drawing a dinosaur. I picked blue because that's my favorite color. Thanks so much for coming in today, Lachlan.
That's okay. Let's get drawing. See ya.
Bye.
Thanks, Peter. They were some great stories. Now it's time for me to tell you all about me.
Your host for today's episode is 16-year-old Makaela. She loves going on planes, hanging out with her dog Angel, and recently received her bronze Duke of Edinburgh medallion for cheerleading, reading, and hiking.
My favourite sport is cheerleading. I'm a flyer, so they're the people that get put in the air, they get thrown around, they twist and everything. You get to travel around a lot competing in competitions. Our club, Olympus Cheer, has gone overseas and we've won competitions over there. Last year, my team won a competition. We also won bids to go overseas and compete at more competitions. My favourite movie is Bring It On because, of course, there's cheerleaders in it. And I love it because it's not just the stereotypical cheerleading with pom-poms. It's all-star cheerleading, which is what I do. My favourite saying is, thanks, so. Thanks, so. Thanks, so. My proudest achievement is coming so far in my training to break a world record for most forward walkovers in a minute. Unfortunately, I didn't get to attempt to break the world record, but as soon as I'm better, I'll be back into training. If I could have anyone in the world come to my birthday party, it would be my sister Talia, because I never get to see her and she lives overseas and I miss her so much. My favourite song is This Is Me from The Greatest Showman. I love it, especially at the moment because it's sort of like my life anthem. When it comes to making things appear out of thin air, no one does it better than a magician. And no one does magic better than Juice TV's very own magician, Chris Wayne.
One action! And that's how we begin our magic segments on Juice TV. Ladies and gents, boys and girls, let's hear it for Christopher Wayne! Oh, confetti! Editor, cue some sort of explosive celebratory fireworks, streamers, whatever it is, when we applaud. Go! Hey!
I don't feel good today.
Oh, why not?
I don't know.
But you're here, we've got
Yeah,
everyone,
I just don't
we've got
feel
our audience,
like I just.
and we don't.
I've been feeling off all day, but now that that's up, I feel better.
Yeah, I can see why
Cool.
that would cause some issues.
Hey, I'm excited to be back here.
It's great to have you here.
Today, we're gonna do two amazing things together.
Okay.
Number one, we're gonna do a magic trick together.
Yes.
And then later on the show, I wanna teach these guys, you guys, how to do an amazing trick with items that are available right here. If you're watching it from the Lady Salento, or wherever you're watching it from, you'll be able to grab some items and do a really cool trick to amaze your friends and family.
Love it, because you always teach us really cool things that we can then go out and look like absolute rock stars doing. But first up, do you have something awesome to show this wonderful audience of ours?
Well, I do. I've got some rope here, Pip. We're going to do a trick in a moment with two pieces of rope. And what will happen is you'll hold a piece and I'll hold a piece, and you just need to copy what I do.
Okay.
So to start, can you just grab that end and just take a step back and pull it really tight to make sure it's one solid piece of rope that doesn't shrink, doesn't stretch.
It is a solid piece of rope.
It is a solid piece of rope. Fantastic. I'll take the rope then. Please take these scissors.
These
be
are
very careful. They're
big
super
scissors.
sharp. They are big scissors, okay?
Big scissors.
And of course, you always want to be careful when you're using any types of scissors, but I trust you. Now, we're going to have 2 pieces of rope, but they need to be the same length.
Okay.
One piece for you, one piece for me. So if they're going to be the same length, you're going to cut it in the
middle.
That's exactly right. So if you can give that a snip for me. We're going to do a trick with 2 pieces of rope, one for me and one for Pip. Now, the same length at the top and the same length at the bottom. Same length at the top and pretty dang close down the bottom. That's okay. That doesn't matter. Just cut off that extra bit of rope, Pip, and then we are good to start the trick. Make sure they're about the same. And perfect. Now, Pip will hold a piece of rope. I'll hold a piece of rope. Then we're good to get started. Oh. Okay, that's not how this is supposed to go.
But I did just cut off the longest bit, right?
You did cut off the longest bit.
Guys,
That's
what
okay.
am I doing wrong?
Well, a lot of things. We can, if we just bring all the ends up like that, and we loop that over like that, and then we go 1, 2, and we loop that over like that. You can just take that rope that you cut and then bring it back together as one piece, just like that. Now we can start the trick again. Isn't that cool?
That's amazing.
Thank you. Oh yeah, we got some clapping. You don't have to clap. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay because the trick's still going. In fact, we've got to start the trick all over again. So Pip, do you just want to cut through?
I hadn't cut it.
Actually, stop, freeze, don't move. 1, 2, 3. Hey, watch this. Say the word wings 3 times out loud. The word wings 3 times out loud. Ready and go.
Careful you don't cut yourself. Wings, wings, wings.
Hello, Chris speaking. Jokes. Okay, one more time.
He's a magician, not a comedian.
You guys are gonna watch Pip cut through this rope 3 times. It doesn't matter if they're the same length or not, just as long as every time you really do see and hear Pip cut the rope.
Okay.
This will be cut number
Count
1
with
from
me,
1
gang.
piece into 2.
Ready? 1.
And that gives us how many pieces of rope?
2.
2, exactly. We're gonna take those 2 pieces of rope and tie them together so they hold into a bit of a knot. But so I don't need to use my teeth again. I'm gonna tie this next one up first and then get you to cut through those 2 pieces, Pip. If you cut through there, you see it cuts the rope.
This is cut number
2 and 3, 4, 5. There we go. So now we've got 1, 2, 3 pieces of rope. And one more time down here, I'll tie it into a knot and then you can cut through it again. And then we're done with the scissors. Cut through there.
3.
Amazing, just like that. So Pip has cut through the rope 1, 2, 3 times, giving us 4 ropes. I'll take the scissors, and with your right hand, Pip, grab that end of the rope nice and tight. Fantastic. Now, Pip, do you know what these knots are called?
Knots.
They are called knots. She nailed it. They're called blow knots. I want you to see this. These 2 pieces of rope just held here, that knot holding those 2 pieces together. The reason it's called a blow knot, because if I blow, it jumps off, restoring the rope where you cut through. And I'll do it again over here. I want you to watch. We'll do it right here where you cut through, where these guys counted. If we take those 2 pieces, I can just blow and it jumps off just like that. But I thought it would be cool if you, for the finale, blew on that. It will jump off. I'll count to 3,
Nah.
you blow on that knot. No, Will, you gotta believe. Do you believe?
I believe. Do we
That's the
believe?
spirit.
Do we believe?
Exactly. Now that we've got that enthusiasm, we go 1, 2, 3, and blow. And it jumps right off just like... That's all right. It's got to be a big one, like you're blowing out the candles on the cake. We go 1, 2, 3. And, oh, it's a magic show. Oh, okay, watch. Those 2 pieces of rope where you cut it.
Yes.
You cut it. They
Yeah, I
saw
cut it, and I believe-
Watch that knot. Watch those 2 pieces of rope become, hold it tight. 1. You can keep the rope, keep the knot. Both, Pip, are a gift from me to you.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
You're
Don't
so
look like
kind.
I am a bit kind. That's a good
These are
point.
amazing. We cut that 3 times, right? You guys saw that, yeah? That's so good.
Good chats.
And now you're going to teach us how to do something awesome.
Something really, really awesome.
Okay. Stay tuned.
See you in a minute.
We want you to be a part of Juice TV. We're always on the lookout for hosts, interviewers, behind-the-scenes helpers, and mini producers. You can be any age, you don't have to have any experience. How much easier could it be? To find out the next time we're filming at the hospital, just head to our website, juicedtv.com.au, or our Facebook page. For loads of fun to break up your stay in hospital, join the Juice crew. Send us an email at hello@juicetv.com.au or speak to any of the volunteers wearing green shirts throughout the hospital and let them know you want to be involved in the one and only Juice TV.
Once again, it's time for me to make something appear out of thin air. And just like air, it's something you can use, but you can't see. Any idea what it is? I'll give you a couple seconds to think. Cue the thinking music. Have you guessed? The answer is advice. If I could give any advice to someone new coming into hospital, it would be to try and make your stay as comfortable as possible. One of the ways I do that is by bringing in angel number 2, because I can't bring in the real angel number 1 into hospital. But your pets can visit you outside of the hospital in the level 2 pet visiting area. Now it's back to Chris, Wayne and Pip, who are going to teach us a trick we can all use.
Here we are, ladies and gents, boys and girls, and it is the time where we get to learn to be magicians. My favourite time of all times.
It's my favourite time, that's for sure.
But you're already a magician, so you shouldn't have to learn how to be one. You should be teaching us how to.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess it's my favourite time to teach you guys.
Yeah, perfect. That works well. That works well.
Now, here's the cool thing about this trick. Number one, every magician needs to learn how to make something disappear.
Yes.
This is the best way to go about it.
Okay.
Okay. Number two, you guys are going to be able to do this with items that are around your bed,
in your
desk,
ward,
wherever you are. Yeah. Now, what you're going to do is call volunteer services. But before we get to any of that, let me show you the trick. I've got a sheet of paper here. I've got a clear plastic cup.
Can I also just point out this green mat?
Yes.
Is just for purposes so we can see the paper. There's nothing magic about the mat.
It'll all make sense why we've used the paper in a moment there. So I want you guys to watch. I'm going to take the coin and I'm going to place it right there on the sheet of paper. Now here's the cool thing. All I'm going to do is cover it up and put the cup on top, and you'll see that the coin disappears once it goes underneath the cup. But here's the cool thing, it's still there, it just looks like it's not there. If I move my hand again, the coin returns.
Yeah, right.
Now this is so easy to do. Pip, you might have seen how it works from this side.
Well, not quite.
But now it's time to show you guys. What you need for this is a plastic cup, okay? You need a coin, or anything flat that you can put on a table to make disappear. You need some paper, and the reason you need paper is because on the bottom of the cup, there's some more paper, just like that. So what we start by doing is taking a sheet of paper like this, Pip, okay? And then we're gonna trace around the outside of a cup, just like so with a pen.
Same size, yep.
And then you cut it out. Now you might want to get an adult to help you do with the cutting, okay? And then you take some sticky tape and you stick the paper to the bottom of the cup. Just like that. Is so simple to do. Now because it's like that, when I take the cup and put it over the paper, it just looks like a clear plastic cup. See? But it's not. So this is the secret device that we're going to use to make it look like the coin is disappearing. So step one, we place the coin down on the paper, and then we say we're going to make that coin disappear. We take that cup, we cover it with our hands so they can't see the magic. Now pretend I'm covering it with my hand. All I'm doing is placing that cup, watch it, over the coin. But now it looks like it's vanished completely.
That is so
And I can bring it back the same way. Just like, do you want to try it out?
So
I've
easy.
got one here ready
do.
for you.
I do.
Okay.
Okay.
So, there's the coin.
There's the coin.
There.
There's the coin. All right, guys. So what I'm going to do is make this coin disappear. I'm gonna place it down on the piece of paper. Move my magic cup. So it's all in the storytelling.
all the theatre and the storytelling.
I'm gonna use my magic cup and move it over the coin. Oh wait.
You gotta cover it up.
That's the way you practice these things. Ta-da!
And it's gone. But Pip, can you bring it back?
Yes, I can.
Awesome.
All I need to do is say the magic words, which are? Abracadabra.
Abracadabra.
Love it.
Perfect, guys.
And it is back.
That's how the trick works. I mean, you can amaze your friends.
You can have so much fun with that.
Now you gotta hold your hand straight out of the camera, and you gotta repeat after me. You just keep your hand like that. You say, Chris.
Chris.
I'm gonna make this coin disappear. Say that.
I am going to make this coin disappear.
On one.
On 1,
Two.
2,
3.
3.
And make it reappear.
And make it reappear.
On my shoulder.
On my shoulder.
Oh, not again, Pip. That's enough of that, guys. Make sure you have some fun with that. Impress your friends, impress your family, and don't tell them how the secret works. This is secret magician's
Hey, Chris.
business.
The coin's on your shoulder.
What else did she put back there? See you guys soon. I'm gonna Pip, what'd you put on my shoulder?
Just here.
Oh, hey, buddy.
Thanks, guys. Now we're delving back into the world of books. Here's how some of the patients from the hospital reacted when one of their favourite books was brought to life in front of their eyes.
Hi, I'm Mila.
And I'm Andie Rose.
I'm feeling hungry.
Me too.
Do I feel like 2 pears? Nah.
Do I feel like 3 plums? Nope.
You know what? I'm hungry for some entertainment.
Me too. Hey, we're hungry for some entertainment.
Well, you've come to the right place because we are 2 of the cast members from the Very Hungry Caterpillar Show.
Can you tell us what the show's about?
Yeah, so the Very Hungry Caterpillar Show is it's a puppet show. It's based on the book, The Very Hungry Caterpillar, which was written by Eric Carle 46 years ago. It's a part of everyone's family, and essentially the story is about a caterpillar who pops forth from an egg and he's hungry. He goes in search of food, he eats a whole bunch of fruit, he eats a whole bunch of party food, he gets really fat, and then he turns into a beautiful butterfly.
So how do you become a puppeteer?
To become a puppeteer, I think you just need to play. Play with things. Pick up anything. You can pick up your knife and fork and turn them into something. They can have a little conversation. Or play with your food. Your food can talk to each other. Your potato and your steak can just like have a little chat. Anything.
Do you have a favourite puppet?
I think for me it's the cow, the yellow cow, because he's kind of friendly and yeah, I think he's fun.
What about you?
My favourite is the fat caterpillar.
What about you?
My favourite is the seahorse.
The rabbit. We're not the only ones catching the caterpillar.
Some other kids from the hospital are joining us, and they have some questions too.
How long have you been doing like the puppet shows and everything?
So we're actually coming up to our 200th. So Danny, Drew and I will have done 200 shows altogether of the caterpillar.
What made you want to be a puppet?
The thing I love about puppetry and why I do it is because I think that it is magic. Like, we aren't lying. There's no tricks, there's no flashy lights, there's no illusions. We've got a puppet and it either works or it doesn't, but when it works, that's what you've got and people believe in it. And I think that to me is where the magic is, because you believe.
Time for hard-hitting questions.
How many puppets are there in the show?
There are 75 puppets in the show.
How many colours does the butterfly have?
How many colours does the butterfly have? I don't know. There's blue, there's yellow, there's green. Is there green? Purple? I
Red?
don't know. Red? There are so many colours on the butterfly. I can't remember.
Did you say yellow?
I think I said yellow.
The author that wrote the Very Hungry Caterpillar, is he still alive?
He is. He is quite an elderly gentleman and he lives in America and he spends most of his day making artwork similar to what is in the book. He just spends all his day writing children's books.
So not having lunch?
What do you hope people get out of seeing the show?
I think I would like for them to feel the magic of the story and to maybe just, feel light.
Thank you for joining us today.
And sharing your show.
My pleasure.
Our pleasure, thank you.
I don't know about you, but I'm full.
Me too. Until we see you next time. Bye.
Thanks, Mila and Andie Rose. The end of the show has appeared out of nowhere, and that means it's time for me to disappear. Until next time, I'm Makaela. See ya, sis. Hey guys, and welcome to
But,
something else.
so Lachlan, can you tell us some about and it helps. Lachlan, what was your favourite book growing up?
And no one does magic better than Juice TV's very own John Wayne. And no one does magic better than Juice TV's very own Quiz. But I'm sorry.
The rabbit.
Remember guys, it's so easy to be a part of Juice TV. Whether you want to be a host, help us out behind the scenes with filming, or decide what goes into each episode. Let us know you want to be involved by sending an email to hello@juicetv.com.au or speak to one of the friendly volunteers throughout the hospital in the green shirts. Also head to our website and Facebook page for all the updates about what we're filming at the hospital.